My feeling about it was if he needs to do that for himself, then by all means go. I kind of knew it was coming, I just didn't know it was coming that soon. He had mentioned to me that he was thinking about at least not touring anymore, if not actually retiring, and I thought he'd stick it out a little bit longer. But, when you have a life-threatening experience, I think it certainly makes you prioritize with a little more urgency, maybe than you did before. And that's what he needs to be happy. He's my dear friend, and that's what I want him to be.
He just didn't want to be in the band anymore. He'd had enough, and his timing was, in one way, very good, and in another way, really bad. He told us on the first day of recording the album Up that he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go in the studio. He didn't want to tour ever again. He'd had it with being in a band. He wanted to retire and be a farmer. And I felt somewhat betrayed, but I also, I was shocked, but I was also, it really called into question, well, what am I doing if one of us, because it was always all for one and one for all, if one of us has decided that this is enough, what am I doing still doing this, or do I even still want to do this, or who are we without him? And it took us a good year and a half to figure that out. The making of that record, Up, was incredibly difficult. I think it's been documented a lot. The band, in my mind, broke up for the better part of a month at one point where we hadn't spoken to each other and really spoken to each other in a long time. And then it came back together, and it came back together through an appreciation of each other and a love of music, which is where we started. So in a way, this is a little, whatever, cheesy sounding, but it was a little bit of a rebirth. It was like we were right back where we started in the very beginning. It was the one thing that we all wanted to do that kept us together. The tour that we did after releasing that record, which we weren't supposed to do, we announced no tour, and then that was what really galvanized it for us as a group. That's what took an idea and made it a reality. Going out on the road and playing in front of people and recognizing, wow, we do have an impact. People love not only the old songs, but the new songs. We're not past our prime. We're not repeating ourselves. We're not case.